Final Fantasy 13-2, the story so far.
Is that you? I won't let you go! It's too late.
Welcome back, guys, to the next part of Final Fantasy 13-2. Of course, we're in Bresha Ruins 300 after the fall, doing side quests in a side quest area for money, gold, fame, renown. This is a mercenary place, strangely enough, where people fight for gil. But of course, to experience more of the story, to experience more of the backstory for this area, considering it's not, by the look of it, a proper story zone, we of course have to just set out, kill as much things as possible. No, we just have to sort out the little fragments and little side quests. So I'm going to do a couple of them in this area and then move on from there to see what happens next. And of course, we still need to get back on track at some point and find out what to do next in the Jokester Tower. That's a big worry of mine about what we're actually doing, what we're up to, and hopefully not dying to the bombs is part of my thoughts. Because we nearly did there. And my guys are not keeping their health up. They're really bad at healing. They just don't do it fast enough. They just did it a little bit faster, I wouldn't have so much hassle from them. That bomb will go down now. And it's just working on the others. This is going to be actually quite a slow fight for the start of this episode. I'm going to try to avoid the battles and just move on to the side quests, because of course, we've still got a large section to check out within the ruins itself. If I remember correctly, the area where we encountered the CF at the start of Bresha Ruins, 005. So I'm going to check out that area quickly. Then there's the Wild Artifact Gateway. And of course, this guy that was standing right in front of me at the start of the episode, which is the one who we're going to be delivering the commander's report to. Oh, don't kill Alfred. Alfred, no! We saved him, but whatever. That was a long fight. It allowed me to talk, though. It allowed me to chat. Right, you made me go completely away from where I was going. Sir!
Ah, I see the commander gave you his report. Can I take a look? Well, he poo-pooed my mass destruction idea. I thought it was a good idea at the time. Well, back to the drawing board. I noticed something interesting in his report. Apparently, the ruins have been subject to many explosions in the past. And they weren't from any battle. There was a direct attack on the academy by a certain group. I've never heard of anything like this before. I have a feeling there's a lot I don't know about this. I shouldn't stick my nose where it doesn't belong. Anyway, here's something for your trouble.
I like things for my trouble. A mithril ring and 400 CP. I really need to check out the attachments again. Hello, metalhead Chocobo. And crazy laughing guy. Go attack him, Chocobo. I'm going to run in the opposite direction. I'm going to flee with all due speed because we want to find out what's going on. We got the recording device to find. We've done the one quest and got the 1 out of 4 fragments for this zone now. It's too bad we haven't got a normal Chocobo to ride. Those Chocobos completely zeroed out my guys' old greens after all. On my way, sirs. Do not chase me. Do not give chase. Are they giving chase? They are giving quite successful chase, I've got to say. Well, they weren't fast enough. So let's check out quickly what's down here in this area, in the chilly wastes. I love how they get so fast, covered in the snow, and then thaw out within 2 seconds time. There's been no Chocobocolina in here either, thinking about it. She says, as she's right in front of me. I just refer to myself as she just because I saw Chocolina. What's up?
I'm Chocolina, a busy little choco bee flying around time to serve your needs.
That all? Right, we've already, of course, got the weapons that were new. Sargatanas. Whatever way I use to pronounce that, I'm not sure. It's Sargatanas. Oh, we should get some more guys or greens. Seeing those greedy chocobos ate them all. God damn them.
You'll come and see me again, won't you, Choco?
You're not scared by the guys just mysteriously walking around? Let's head up here where the CF is. Check if there's a chocobo in the corner. That's for sure. Normal chocobo? No. No. Something's not right here. Ah! Okay, treasure chest. Nice. You obtained a recording device. So we found that bit now. We're not going to use you because you suck. I hate you. Of course, the recording device guy is all the way back at the start. But we can just hold on to this item. Head on up this way. I think this is the right way to go, actually, thinking about it. What happened to the altar in this time frame? Yeah, there's plenty more just waiting to die. Cool voice. You gotta have a voice like that. Hey, here's the altar, and there's a quest guy in front of it. What's up, sir?
No, don't touch that. Don't touch the device. I may not look it, but I'm a government agent. Sounds like a cool job, huh? Only a handful of Academy officials have access to this device. But others are authorized to handle it in certain emergencies. Okay, you don't have the experience to be handling something as sophisticated as this. Even if you really want to touch it, you can't. There are rules.
I'm just gonna touch it. Ah, what? I literally can't. He's not letting me. You rain on my parade, sir. You rain on my parade. So that area leads to nothing. I was hoping there was some kind of quest there. Because, of course, we've found quests for 2 fragments. That's what the recording device is and the commander's notes were. But there must be 2 more somewhere. 2 more fragments to pick up. But I think moving on is the good thing to do right now. Just head on and do some more side quests later. Because of course there's the wild artifact gate up ahead. That might lead to another side area. So I want to check that place out as well. And then try to head back for the storyline. We'll see how much we can fit in one episode. Stop appearing, guys. I'm just going to ignore you. You don't give enough CP anyway. Your CP gains are terrible. This guy's just fighting away. Of course, we got the guy... Oh, he talks now, does he? He wouldn't talk to me last time.
Me and my buddy are out here doing research on monsters in the area, but I can't get a hold of him. Can you find him? He should have some sort of message for me.
Okay, the Bresha ruins 300 AF. Lex is worried about his buddy who's been missing for a while now. Find out what happened to his bud. Well, I'm guessing the picture tells me where the guy is, so is he the Brant guy?
I'm counting on you two. Oh, by the way, he's a slightly odd fellow. A natural-born jokester, if you will.
Bingo! Right, another side quest. Why do I constantly get sidetracked by side quests? Oh, that's too far to walk. Let's come back here another time and head on. Find out what this gate opens up. I know it may seem like I'm very flighty between areas here, but I know I can do these things later. I know I can do them at a different time when I'm more powerful, walk through the enemies, if you know what I mean. And also there might be more things to unlock later, so I just want to find out what's through here. I'm very inquisitive like that. Plus, if I'm going to explore that area in any quick time, I need enough money. Yashas Massif again, 110 AF, so that's a far in the future from where we were, 100 years more. New zones all the time. If I'm to like explore that area properly, I need a lot of money to buy a lot of guys all greens.
Years ago, a never-before-seen paradox effect haunted the Yashas Massif. The disappearances of numerous Academy staff members were followed by the discovery of strange floating orbs. Something terrible had happened, but no one knew what it might mean. A method to reverse the paradox was never found, and with the passing of the years, the Crimson Spheres simply became another part of the scenery.
Okay. 6 fragments in here, so these are big side quest sections. The sides here are quite massive in scope and size. I really wish sometimes I was doing this live, like a live stream or something. I wish my internet could handle it. Because then I could literally ask the viewers, what do you want to see next? Do you want to see me finish off the Bresha Ruins quest? Would you like me to move forward to Yashas Massif? These kind of little decisions of mine that I have to make. But now we found out what goes on in there, maybe we could just head back to Bresha Ruins and sort out that area. A little bit of inquisitiveness, never a bad thing. Fit and flighty. Right at the gate again, so time to head right the way back. Of course, Chocolina is far away, so we can't stock up on the Geisel Greens too fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to run and dodge as many monsters as we possibly can, unless something new appears. If something new appears, we'll fight it. Find out what it is and try to capture it. Of course, we still need to catch the Chocobo. The Chocobo was actually a fairly tough foe. I mean, buffs, he could like literally knock out one of your guys in no time at all. Speaking of new enemies, there's a Goblin Chieftain. Munchkin Maestro, Goblin Enhancement. 3 buffs, people. His HP pool is not bad, let's put it that way. We nearly staggered him fast enough though. So we're going to be launching him up in the air and taking him out pretty damn fast. There's no match for my might. I don't know if you can get the Munchkin Maestros, the big ones themselves, as creatures. Oh, Alfred's quite happy. Well, didn't get a capture one there. Oh, aren't you a friendly friend? So we may as well dip down in here and head back to the start of the recording device, through the sewers, or the tunnels, or whatever you want to call them, and talk to that random Joker guy. Out the way, bombs. I'm on a mission. Right then, sir.
You two make such a cute couple. A couple of what? I don't know. What did you say? My buddy asked you to come look for me to see if I'm all right? Who put you up to this? That's not funny. It's been years since he... All right then, guys. What say we play a little game? If you can keep up with me, I'll tell you everything you want to know. Deal? Then let the game begin! Or should I say, let the pain begin!
Beat the Jokester at his own game. He's pretty insane as well. Okay, beat the Jokester to get Lex's message. Time to make him laugh. Oh wow, look at these puns. A job as a shoe salesman would be your best fit. The horny magician had illusions of grandeur. Nice. I was in a hurry, so I scrambled to make eggs for breakfast. Let's have a serious talk. I might choose B. What is there to make a guy laugh when he says bad puns or anything? Then trying to be serious. That's a funny thing to be. That's a funny thing to say to this guy.
Thanks for trying. Or should I say, thanks for crying at my jokes.
They were pretty bad. He doesn't look amused. Man, I thought you'd find the humor in it. Trying to make you talk serious is hard enough, it seems.
Then let the game begin. Or should I say, let the pain begin.
Okay. What an annoying start there. So we can choose whichever ones we want to. So we can multiple choices. We could choose until we get it right. I was in a hurry, so I scrambled to make eggs for breakfast. Personally. But I think a job as a shoe salesman would be your best fit is actually the best line.
I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down.
What a line! It seems to have struck his funny bone. Keep it up.
This medical textbook is useless. It has no appendix.
If you like bad jokes, this guy actually is pretty good. I mean, look at that A. Need an arc. I know a guy. That's a joke you could say to a friend. Have them sigh. You know, there's... What is it? A curved graph for humor. Either it's really, really funny to start off with, and then it gets worse and worse and drops down the amount of laughs you get. So you're getting no laughs. But then as it progressively gets worse, it goes back up to funny. That's how humor works. That's the graph of humor, you could say. Mine safety is riddled with legal pitfalls. I don't really like that one. Need an arc. I know a guy is pretty damn cool.
The Book of Magic was useless. They didn't run a spell check.
Seems to have struck us funny bone. We got to keep going with these jokes. I find his jokes kind of... I like them. They're witty, personally.
Not all jokes are funny. I'm proof of that.
The thing is, a joke doesn't need to be funny to be funny. That's really what I try to say with the graph. You always got this. One last pun will get him to hand over Lex's message. I like B. Salt merchants are movers and shakers.
You're magnificent. I've met my share of people, and I know not many can keep up.
Pretty good.
You have my respect. Now give it back. I wrote everything down. Here, take this. Oh, and one other thing. Tell him that he's my one and only buddy till the day I stop breathing. You look confused. You see, the thing is, the man you talked to before, my buddy, he died 3 years ago. I don't mean to scare you, but you were talking to a ghost, not a person. Thanks for playing along. I had a roaring good time.
Hey, you obtained my buddy's message. That makes sense though in a fashion, due to the fact that of course we had to make him be revealed using Moogle, who detects paradoxes and hidden objects. So that makes sense that he's no longer alive. I like that guy. I like that kind of humor personally. I understand what makes a good and what makes a bad joke, but I actually quite prefer bad jokes. Bad jokes, to me, are really quite funny. I quite get a laugh out of them. No matter what, I've obviously used puns before, haven't I? During my Let's Plays, maybe Skyward Sword. I like that kind of ridiculously horrific humor. I don't know why, I can't really quantify why. But they get me to chuckle. Those small little chuckles rather than a hearty belly laugh.
The recording device! You found it! Let's see here. This should be chock full of data. There's enough information in here to keep me busy for years to come. Thank you! You've been a great help. This breakthrough will help the military immensely, and the compensation they'll give me won't hurt either. I can't thank you enough. Your efforts may have saved many lives. This is just a small token of my gratitude. Please, take it.
Okay, fragments discovered. Platinum ring. We got a mithril ring, a platinum ring. Any more rings we can get? And I love how every time I do one of these little cutscenes for the quest guys, I always end up with some chocobo there just squawking his head off. Those chocobos need to lose their heads to some respect. But yeah, humor for me, talking about like the fact that I like bad jokes. The only real funny, haha, full-on laughs I generally get are from slapstick comedy to an extent. And I don't mean like something like Mr. Bean. He's very slapstick at times. Or I'm talking a couple of anime. Gintama, if you've ever heard of it. Gintama is probably one of the funniest things I've ever watched. It's one of the, I personally think it's great programming, and I would love to see it on normal TVs. I think that's what normal TV, at least in England, America, they should aim for. And it's not just that it wouldn't work over here because, of course, it's anime, it's a cartoon, and that kind of stuff isn't in our usual popular culture lexicon. But it's just the premise of it is amazing. It's just there for laughs, and it works so well. But we found our ghost guy. Ghosty guy. I'm judging by your appearance that you froze to death.
You brought back the message from my buddy, did you? Oh, let's see here. He discovered a new species of monsters? Could that be the missing link beyond the realms of space-time? He did it! I knew he had it in him! What's that? You say he left me another message? He said that I'm his one and only buddy till the day that he drops dead? That's just like him. You already know, right? I'm not like you guys. I don't belong in this world anymore. I ended up here by a simple twist of fate. If you see him again, tell him he needs to find himself a new buddy that'll watch his back. Got it? Anyway, thanks, guys.
Iridium ring, 400 CP. Ah, and a wild fragment. Not bad for all our troubles, I gotta say. It's pretty damn tasty, considering we just used 2 to get here and move on to the next area. But is that all the quests in this area? There's one more fragment to find, but we've actually checked everywhere out, I think. I didn't think we can go down here, because of course we're blocked off there, aren't we? Unless you can get into the town, which would be interesting. I didn't see it anyway, but we'll come back here for anything else later and move on to the next area. Because now I think we've resolved everything we started. We're in a pretty good shape. Heard some bad puns. Salt dealers and movers and shakers and all that. Need an arc? I know a guy. Height of comedy, height of comedy. Right then. So time to move on. See what's going on in Yashas Massif. 110 years after the fall.
Years.
Something is happening in the ruins of what was once the most prosperous city in the world. Many of the scientists and researchers who came to investigate the site have gone missing. And when they do, ominous sphere-shaped objects appear in their place. Mog seemed to know all about the orbs. He told us they're called the Rubies of Grief. They're manifestations of the remorse and sadness left by the unlucky souls who disappeared into the paradox. The orbs resonate with a powerful emotion sealed inside. What kind of message are they trying to tell us?
Okay, these remind me a little bit of Sea of Stones. It seems the city here is still inhabited. What are with you annoying chocobos following me everywhere? I hate you. Die. But yes. They remind me of the Sea of Stones, the quest givers of the previous Final Fantasy. Which is, well, interesting that this place is still inhabited despite the fact that people are A, disappearing, and B, leaving horrible remnants of themselves. But let's find out what these rubies are. I mean, the first thing we really should find out is how strong the monsters are, so we can figure out if we can actually move around here and do the quest or not. Let's do this.
Welcome to the fallen city of Padra, site of ancient ruins. We don't get a lot of visitors around these parts, although I'm not very surprised, since there's not much to see or do here. There was a powerful paradox effect in these ruins. A group of Academy staff investigating the area just disappeared without a trace. That's why so many sections have been closed off.
Right then, time to talk to the Ruby. I wish there was some way to make that thing shut up.
Hey Noel, do you feel that?
Yeah. It's like someone's talking to me inside my head.
Can't really hear what he's saying. Oh, Evil Paradox, where did you take Millie? This is her sister and I'm really sick about her. It's all my fault. I can't believe I left her alone after our stupid argument. She must be furious. I need to see her again so I can apologize. Well, I don't know if I can or ever will. I've become a victim of this mishap too. I feel so guilty, so responsible. If only I'd been able to find the keepsake she was looking for. Except the mission. A young woman named Marie was engulfed in the paradox, and now all that remains of her memories and sorrows crystallized in a red orb. Is there any way to carry Marie's message of remorse to her distant sister?
What you heard were the voices
Look
of
for the missing sister.
Victims who disappeared into the void beyond, Kubo. Their grief and anguish remain here, Kubo.
I'm wondering if Hope's still here.
So that's what that was. Is there anything we can do for them?
They're having an interesting conversation.
Let's help them find peace so they can go to a better place.
We gotta help the Rubies find peace, but he's 100 years in the future. I doubt he's here. He's obviously not. Except there is an item being left behind or something. A service manual. No clue what that's for. What about up here? I don't think we could go further up here, but there's another red orb.
I admire your sense of adventure, but steer clear of mine.
Or were they harder? I don't know. Doesn't seem we can accept it yet.
Maybe we could use bots to handle the workload.
Maybe you should run away if your guys are randomly turning into gigantic red balls of air. Of scary creepiness. Maybe you can only take one at a time or something. Or maybe you can only take the ones that have a white sphere above. Maybe it's something like that. Well, there's another red orb. No white thing above it.
That's an interesting weapon you have there.
Yes, I call it a Moogle.
I'll bet the Cirrus was a fragile girl that everyone...
Oh, I was a protector of her. Chocolina, madame.
Hey there. You want to see what I got?
It's not a back alley deal, madame. Always check to see if anything new is going on, but never seems like there is. And we can... Oh, so that's something new. We can buy grade 2 items, which is nice for leveling up our guys.
I'll have something extra special for you next time.
I bet you won't. I bet it'll be the same stuff. So, the problem with Yashas Massif is the behemoths. If a behemoth appears, try to fight it or run, because every time I've tried so far, of course, we've been completely and utterly caked. So let's find out the strength level of these monsters by challenging these guys. So these guys, to be honest, look like the small fry of the land. They don't look too strong, I gotta say. And it doesn't help when I blitz a target and it moves away from me like that. Well, they're not too strong. It wouldn't surprise me if they're the same monsters from the original time we were here. Right then, let's check the map, which is what I was gonna do before we were rudely interrupted by monsters. If there's a destination for the missing sister. So it said she was just out there, if you know what I mean. May as well look down every alleyway. This is where a gate used to be after all. And there is a red person. Mog? Now get down here. Reveal to me a red person. You're not a sister.
Who am I? Where am I? Why can't I remember anything? I thought if only I could remember my name.
Okay, so maybe this is more than one person. Maybe it's like a gigantic missing persons segment. It's really odd. I love how he manages to climb them with jumping and no hand movement at all. But here we go to Behemoth Valley, as I affectionately know it. The place of our multiple deaths. You're not Behemoth. So I'm going to attempt to capture you, whatever you are. You're an upgraded thing of the guys we were fighting before in Bresha, same model. Known as Imps. You're probably a Ravager. Love how Noel's just chopping through them. Spears him in the face, does a crap load of damage at the end. I was not to kill them, but we didn't get any of them. Right, so we have these areas open to us now. And there's a lady over here.
Over there, Mog.
Do I always do things when you're too far away?
Where am I? What happened to me? I think I think I got sucked into the paradox. I remember having an argument with my sister, and then I was here. But I know it's not her fault. It's not anyone's fault. I understand that. But if I know her, she's blaming herself for my disappearance. She must be so distraught. Can I ask a favor of you? If you see my sister, tell her that I love her very much, and that none of this was her fault. As much as I want to, I know I can't go home and tell her myself. I was swallowed up by the paradox. I was attacked by the monster. I just don't belong in this world anymore.
Alright, some more ghosts. You obtain a piece of wedding jewelry. It's time to head back. See what's going on, because of course she said that she was attacked by the monster. Now that's interesting to me. Is there some kind of monster that's turning people into red orbs here? Some kind of side optional boss? Hopefully one that isn't massively out of our depth. If you know what I mean? I mean, we fought those CF before and stuff. Well, there's one CF in Yashas that completely wrecked us, and at the time I was wondering, why is Sarah not healing? Why was Sarah not healing? And that's because they have also an effect in this game that I completely forgot about called Curse. And Curse completely locks down either your melee ability, so your attacking, or your spell ability, which would be, of course, healing. Of course, you can attack with spells as well, but you know what I mean by that. That sounded bad. What on earth was that? The whole screen went. I don't think I should be anywhere near one of those monsters. I think I should stay well away.
The ancient Sirius was protected by a wall.
I actually got scared at this point. My body is on edge. Probably my hair is standing on end. That scared me. Whatever that was scared me. The fact that it made my screen flicker, it looked like a black hole trying to swallow me up. Is that what creates the red orbs? What? You have something for my sister? A wedding present for me? How can that be? She knew she was in danger, but she put my happiness first up until the very end. Thank you so much. There is nothing more I can ask for. I know I'll be able to see her again, somewhere, somehow. And it disappears, and we get Gurhil's Blossom Fragment.
I think it's safe to assume that the red orbs are part of the paradox effect.
I think it's safe to assume that as well, but it's what creates the paradox effect that I'm scared of right now.
I don't want to work in this kind of environment for much longer.
No, why don't you go away then? There's no reason for you to be here, sir. Leave if you're scared of what's going on. At this point in time, I'm quite wanting to leave this place myself because of whatever that was that nearly tried to, what I can only imagine to be, swallow me up.
The work we do here will help build a brighter future.
Well, I'm sure, but at the moment, you're under threat. Right, can we talk to these now, or is there only a certain order we can go in? No, I cannot activate you at all.
That's an interesting weapon you have there.
I know. So is there only a certain order, or something else to do? Or maybe you can only do a certain ones of these things until you're a certain distance in the storyline. Because this place is scary. Ah! They go in order. Can anyone hear me? I have a message. The searchlights aren't wired correctly. If it isn't dealt with immediately, it could lead to a horrible accident. I'm Abraham. I used to be the technician in charge. Unfortunately, I disappeared before I could teach anyone how to do what I do. The current guy in charge isn't doing things by the book. Someone needs to tell him about his mistake. The Yashas Massif, 110 AF. A man called Abraham was swept up into a paradox, and all that remains are his memories and regrets crystallized in red orb. He's once a technician in charge of maintaining the searchlights. He was taken away before he could teach his successor everything he knew. Finding the technician. Now, is the technician within the town? Or is it, for example, another guy that's been swept away by the paradox? Because that interests me.
The ancient Sirius was protected by a wall.
I guess the only way to do things is to check around for people to talk to throughout the entire of the town. And then, because what I'm thinking is that something happened with the people to make them hate or, you know, like not like, let's put it that way. For a moment, a person. That person got spirited away and attacked by some kind of monster. And in exchange... No, not up here. In exchange... was turned into the red orbs.
That's for sure.
That's what it looks like to me. I mean, that's complete and utter speculation if it's working that way or not. Oh god, I guess it might be time to head out back into the wilderness of Yashas. Run away from whatever that gigantic... Oh, I can't jump off. Oh, I can. Run away from whatever that red thing is. Something's going on here. Because I noticed the frame rate is a bit low now. The ground is shaking. I don't know what's going on. I am fearful. It's not up here, obviously. I can hear it.
There was a way to cut down on our hours.
I can hear a treasure chest, though.
I wonder what kind of person
Or some odd thing. Nothing up there. Let's look around. Just in case we can chuck... Oh, here we go. So you mean I just straight missed that chest?
People used to just disappear from this site.
A Maleficent's gate seal. I'm really worried about what's going on around here, though. The earthquake shaking. Is some monster going to try and eat me up as I leave? These are all worries of mine right now. Let's play her on edge. Let's put it that way. Please do not appear, whatever you were, red thing. We're going to check that guy down there first. He's obviously not in the town. Oh god, please do not appear, whatever that red black hole is. Right, who are you, sir?
Who am I?
Oh, you can't remember anything still, so you're still a missing person. You're still a John Doe for all we know. Oh, we have to jump up there. Back into the wilderness where we're further from safety. Oh, got into a fight there, but not with any red black hole creating thing. And I do realise the folly of me saying the red black hole. Why are these enemies half HP? That's a question. The enemies still seem to be the weak versions of what we've experienced before. Of course, they're weak now because we're more powerful. But to me, they seem to be the exact same monsters we fought before. The only thing out there that's different, apart from, you know, I'm worried about encountering Behemoth still. The only thing out there that's different is that red black hole of doom. Red black, red black. Yes, I know how stupid that sounds, saying one color and then a tone. It's the red black hole. Alright then. Into parts unknown. Oh, they swooped fast, didn't they? Every time the monster thing appears, I'm just like, please, don't kill me, whatever you are. Maybe they start half HP in order to do life drains. I never looked at that before. They'll go down fast enough, it's just too bad we can't use a normal chocobo. I'm never going to have enough money to keep up the guys or greens that the rambunctious chocobos will need. Ah, we got a new monster. A mandrake. As we head deeper into the wilderness. What's over there? A treasure chest that we could not reach. That's interesting. Oh, I just remembered about the fact that the mod clock won't appear if he's indisposed, and we could end up in trouble. It seems to turn out quite okay. Any red guy down here? Red guys? No red guys? Okay. Over here is no one. I really wonder where to go. Where to find this guy. Or can we even engage in the quest yet? There's always other questions like that. Hello, rambunctious chocobo. So this is the starting area, if I'm correct. May as well get these guys out of the way. They're going to die pretty fast. Use your AoE abilities, guys. These guys are completely wrecked. There's actually still a fair few of them left, mind you. They spread out pretty well when we started the fight. God, why does Yashas Massif fill me with so much dread all the time? This is the full-on Behemoth Valley here, then. I was about to say, keep running! No matter what you do, just keep running! Scouting around for a red guy is what I'm doing, though. There's something here, that's for sure. Terrorist mark. Oh god, go away. There's some treasure chests up there that I want to throw my Moogle at. Get that treasure chest, Moog. Get it. The unicorn horn. Mind you, I haven't tried the thing that is said about throwing Mog around at complete and utter random. And seeing if he can pick up on anything. But I think right now we've gone all the way around the area and not found a single thing. Oh, it engaged us in battle just as the red thing was about to go off. So guys, it looks like I can't find whoever this guy is yet. Maybe it's later on in the game that I come back here and experience him. But for now I'm going to end this episode, and it looks like next episode we're heading back to wherever the story may take us. We just went through 2 side questy areas. But this area, of course, looks a bit more involved with the whole red orb thing. The allusion to a monster, an enemy at the end of it. So I will bid good day to you with a 5-star battle. And I'll see you next time. Tune in for hopefully some more of the actual story. Goodbye.